Hi, my name is Rose Castillo with Crafty Night Owls. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I want to show you how to make this cute little gift bag. Now, the gift bag itself was bought at Hobby Lobby, and they come in a bundle, and I was there just the other day, and I knew I needed a gift bag for somebody, and since they are crafty themselves, I thought, you know what, I gotta do something extra special for them. So, I bought these bags, and I thought, okay, what am I going to do with them? And so I kind of looked around on Pinterest for some different ideas, and I was like, okay, a lot of people put these little tags or they'll decorate the entire bag, but I thought I'd go simple, so I went ahead with the little tags here, and then this little, just for you. And then I thought, but the bag looked plain itself, so I thought, what can I do? So I pulled out some stamp sets, and I was looking through them, and I decided that I would use the Work of Art stamp set. Now, this stamp set was given to me by Stampin' Up! At one of their events a couple of years ago when it first came out, and I haven't used it a whole lot, but it is cute, and I see some really great things done with it on Pinterest especially. But I wanted to show you that this wood mount stamp set is rather tight fit, and when you get a wood mount set that is a tight fit, I would immediately take a picture of the blocks before you remove anything, because trying to put them back in is such like a huge jigsaw puzzle. And so take a picture of it and then mount your stamps and all that. Then after, what I did is I went through and I drew lines where the stamps were, and then I stamped them, each individual stamp, underneath, so that I knew what piece went where. And this has helped me so much, and it's such a time saver. I know some people have trouble with that on their wood mount sets, so take that into consideration. Alright, I'm going to put this aside and we'll get to work. Okay, so I am going to start out with the little circle here from the Work of Art stamp set, and I'm going to use the Archival black ink. And what I did is I just kind of went off the edge here on the bottom, and I spaced out these circles, nothing precise, nothing with measurements or anything like that. And then I just kind of went through and I stamped, in between, moved up a little bit and whatnot, and they don't have to be perfect. That's the great thing about it, because hey, you're the one in charge, right? Okay, so then I just did this as quickly as possible, and hopefully I don't shake my camera too much while I'm doing this on my desk. And it didn't take me rather long to do this process, so, and you could mix it up and do some different colors if you'd like. I'm also a big polka dot person, so polka dots are like one of my favorite things. My husband teases me about it all the time. If there's a polka dot option, you can almost guarantee that I'm gonna choose it. I love polka dots. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. Okay, I almost messed that up. Here. Sometimes I start concentrating really badly and then I stop talking, so I apologize for that. Go off on the edge there, and right where the handles are, that's probably like the hardest part, because the extra material underneath, and so that makes it hard to stamp in those areas. But I'm gonna put some flags right there, some banner pieces, and so you won't even see that, so it covers up my imperfections. But like I said, that goes really quick. The other thing I did was I got these 3 pieces of Pool Party, Whisper White, and Basic Black. Now, I have a couple of ways you can do this. Now, the triple banner punch has a slot for 1 inch, 1.5, and 2 inches. Now, this 1 inch works perfectly, and I just slide it in and it flags the end of it. Now, this piece is 1 3/4, and that doesn't work as great because it doesn't fit into one of those little sliding areas. But what I do is I just kind of eyeball that it has enough space in between on each side, and then I punch. And you can't even tell even if it's a little bit off. And it flags my piece. Now I got my cardstock a little dirty with basic black, but that'll work. The other thing you can do, this is 2 5/16. Now the reason why I measured that was because I used my banner framelit, but I didn't want it that short. I wanted it a little bit longer. So I took it and I slid it in here and I ran it through my big shot like that. And so that the only piece that was going to cut was right here. And the other thing I tried is, I know a lot of people have done this trick where they slide it on the top here and they make their piece go all the way in and then they flag it this way. Well, when I pulled mine out, it had these two little pieces here and I was like, oh man, that didn't work quite like I wanted it to, but it still does work in a way. You just gotta clip off those little pieces with your scissors and you would never even know. So that's another trick you can use, or you can go ahead and do it the good old-fashioned way. I would cut up the middle here to a certain point and then I'd go from one end to the middle and on the other side to the middle and it would flag. So those are some simple ways that you can do that, and we'll use that side when we are decorating since I messed it up a little bit. But anyway, those are just some good ideas to use to make flags. And let's move that aside. And then the next thing I did was I actually used some embossing folders. And I'm going to show you just exactly what I did. And I already prepped these to make this video a little bit shorter. But I put this piece right inside my embossing folder and I ran it through my big shot. And this is what you get. Isn't that pretty? And then after I did that piece, I got my pool party and I put that in my embossing folder and ran it through. And more polka dots. See, love polka dots. Okay, so those are my 3 pieces that I'm going to need. And then I just kind of played around with them, lining them all up at the top and decided how I wanted to lay them. Now I'm going to use some fast fuse to adhere them. Whoops. Put that aside for a second. And I personally have had some trouble using fast fuse in the past because I don't know, I guess I'm just challenged. And so I watched some people's videos on fast fuse, and one of the recommendations was to use a lighter hand and then of course check to the right, or check to the right, or check to the left, or and vice versa. And that helps so much. And so I thought, oh, okay, I can do this. And the first couple of times I still messed it up really badly. But it's getting better for me, and I'm excited about that. So there's my 3 banner pieces. And then before I put it down, I kind of just not twirled. I make up words, I guess, or meanings to words. And I kind of just curled. That's the word I wanted. Curled the edges there a little bit. And so that it would have a little bit of dimension and wouldn't be flat. See, I still messed it up. Oh, I got dirty. Oh well. I'll fix it somehow. Okay, so then I did that. I guess there's a few pieces on here that aren't quite dry. And since I went right over it, I messed it up. Okay, I could always replace that piece. I do have another one right here. But for now, we're going to move on to our next step. And I got these 2 pieces here that I cut out with the lots of labels, framelits, and I just chose 2 sizes. And so I could layer them together. And I am making a mess. Let's flip that over. Let's pretend like I'm perfect here. Alright, so we're going to use some Pool Party ink. And we're also going to use the basic black also. And the first thing I did is I stamped the U, because I felt like that gave me a little bit of a wiggle room if I went over too far or something. And I stamped the U, and then in the Pool Party I stamped just 4, and that went really smoothly. Oh, amazing, huh? Okay, So then I popped these up with some Stampin' Dimensionals, and I just used 2 of those. And layered them together right there. Oops, trying to get it centered. Okay, so then after that, just put some fast fuse right on the back and put it over here in the lower right hand corner. Okay, and then the last thing I did, because I felt like it just needed something up there, was I got some of this basic black twine, and Stampin' Up! Has now started to sell some of the colors in these solid colors. Before, we had the baker's twine that had like the white and the black, or the white and the cherry cobbler, and but sometimes I felt like it just needed like a solid color, so I was so excited when I saw that they would be carrying some of these solid colors rather than just the, I don't know what I did here. Let's start over. See what happens when I talk and I craft? I'm a mess. Alright, try this again. Let's see. Okay, better. Let's pull these down so I can fix my bow here. And then after I get my little loops all ready and everything looks good, then I'll trim my tails here. And then with the glue dot, ooh, okay, here's one. Oh. Ah, stuck to my finger. Okay, let's just put that right up there, and voila, it's all done. Now you can easily decorate any gift bag you want, and all the supplies that I use to decorate the bag you can buy in my online store at www.rosecastillo.stampinup.net, and I'd appreciate any and all orders. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment and I'd be happy to answer them. Alright, thank you for watching my video today, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.